everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Multiplex Movie Warzone. This is our singles tournament. We are deep into it now, several matches down, but we still got a lot to go. We got a great one coming tonight. Kaleb Boatman is here, but he is not your host because he seems to think that he can actually play the game too. I'm not so sure about that. So you're stuck with me as your host, Brian Michaels. I got my co-host, a fellow writer for our league, Tony. How you feeling today?
Hey, I'm doing good. I don't know why you asked me back, you guys, but hey, if you want this mayhem, I'll happily bring it to you. This should be a really interesting match. Two good players who are really good potential dark horses for this tournament.
Yep, as I said, Kaleb is in the match, and his opponent today is Dan Skip Allen, who is no stranger to the league. He's played here, he's played in Full Metal, he's played everywhere. You've seen him around. But without further ado, let's get to our promos.
Well, I'm back here in Multiplex. I never thought I'd ever come back here. I don't know how the heck I ended up back here, and of all people I'm having to play, Kaleb Boatman. Him and I have a little bit of a history, but you know what? He's a great opponent. I wouldn't want to face anybody else. I'm just glad to be back here. I appreciate you guys inviting me back, and hopefully the best happens, and that means I win. That's the best in my opinion. So that's what we have today.
Hey, it's Lil Bo. I'm here. I'm playing this match. It's against Dan. I know Dan. I like Dan. I've known Dan for a little bit. I think he's like one of the first people like the Multiplex Full Metal Arena that I ever met. So like that's cool. I think this is gonna be a really fun match. Hopefully I can make it into round 2 of the tournament. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, so hi, bye. Okay. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Well, another couple of respectful promos. Both competitors seem to be excited to play, but they aren't the trash-talking kind. They just want to see how they can do in this. How'd you feel about those promos, Tony?
I'm liking the glasses. I really do like the glasses. Yeah, both were respectful. I think both of them respect the other player. Even though Kaleb is debuting here, weirdly, he has a track record of quite a distance. Dan as well, someone that you can do your homework on. He's a very good player. But yeah, I think both of them respect the other, and this should be interesting. I hope one of them just turns around and be a dick halfway through. It'd be interesting. If Kaleb just goes around just like, no, screw you.
I mean, that's what Cody Newberry wants. So.
There are plenty of people here who think that he is the biggest heel in the league. I'm not sure I agree, but, he's trying. All right. So, without further ado, let's get our competitors properly in the ring. Introducing first, with a record of 1 win and 2 losses, it is Dan Skip Allen. And his opponent, making his singles debut, a member of the top contending team, Apocalypse Now, it is Little Boat, Kaleb Boatman.
Tony looks like he should be starring in 8 Mile right now.
Word. That's the whitest thing I'll ever do.
All right. And with that, we're going to get into round 1 of our match. Round 1 works like it already works. It's 8 questions, 1 point each. If you get them all right, you will get a 9th bonus question, also worth 1 point. Both competitors get 3 repeats for the whole match, and you get 1 challenge if you need it. Any questions before we start?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Then, Tony, you want to get started with question 1?
Yeah, absolutely. So, question 1 in the category of comedy. Ha 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 ha. In what film will you find the Bushwood Country Club?
Both competitors going straight to their boards. I think we started them off with a softball.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy one.
Just to make sure, it's Bushwood Country Club? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
The Bushwood Country Club. I'll try and speak more posh.
4, 3, 2, 1. We will not charge you with repeats for, accents and stuff. All right, let's start with Dan.
I got Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. And Kaleb?
All right. Caddyshack.
That is correct on both accounts. All right. Question 2 will come to you in the category of recent releases. Nick and Rachel traveled to which country to attend the wedding of the century in Crazy Rich Asians?
I watched this early this week. It's really good, actually.
It's not bad. It's kind of just like every other romantic comedy, but there have been plenty of bad ones, so I'll take one that's just okay.
Also, Henry Golding was a travel show
Four,
correspondent over here.
2, 1. Did not know that. Markers down. All right, let's start with Kaleb.
I had no idea. I said Japan.
And Dan?
I got Taiwan.
Oh, I'm afraid the answer was Singapore.
The other Asian country.
No perfect rounds this time.
Okay,
Tony?
so in question 3, we are going to romance. Dear God, I regret writing this long question now. All right, Jane Krakowski, Maria Tomei, Nia Long, and Sienna Miller fall under the charm and into the bed of Jude Law in which film?
Of those, I'd have to say Marissa Tomei is my favorite. That girl never ages.
I'd say Jude Law. I'd fall under its bed any day of the week, twice on Sunday.
There's nothing wrong with that. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, Caleb's first repeat. Go ahead, Tony.
Why? Okay,
Hey,
so
you wrote the
romance.
question. You can't complain.
In romance, Jane Krakowski, Marissa Tomei, Nia Long, and Sienna Miller fall under the charm and into the bed of Jude Law in what film?
And they both look ready, but he asked for a repeat, so I'm going to give them all their time in case they want to change it.
Just in case. Spur of the moment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down.
Okay, we'll go with Dan.
I don't like to have an empty board, so I think it's wrong, but I put 10 things I hate about you.
That's incorrect. And Caleb,
Alfie. Is that right?
what's it all about? That is correct.
Okay.
Damn it. I knew Alfie, and I knew Alfie.
Didn't know Marissa Tomei was in that.
Damn it, Alfie.
Question 4 in the category of actors and actresses. Denzel Washington and Frank Sinatra have both played the same character, Benjamin Marco, in different versions of what film? I'm not sure you could have picked 2 more different actors.
Yeah.
To play the same role.
I do want to see them now swap lives. I want to see Washington on stage.
4,
I think he'd be a good crooner.
2, 1, 0. I'm waiting for Frank Sinatra's Training Day.
I squeezed my letters in here at the end over here, Brian. I hope you...
Let's start with Caleb.
That would be the excellent 62 version Manchurian Candidate. Didn't see the remake.
And Dan?
The Manchurian Candidate. You see how I squeezed them in over there?
That's fine. We can see you got the right answer. You both got it right.
Okay, so moving on to question 5. We are in 80s movies. Ferris Bueller hijacks a parade celebrating people from what country on his day off?
You were mumbling, Tony. I can't...
Oh, sorry. Let me try that again. I'll try more BBC.
I know it's your accent, and I apologize.
So in 80s movies, Ferris Bueller hijacks a parade celebrating people from what country on his day off?
Did you understand it that time, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
I'll get Siri in. She could do it for me. I'll try and speak. This is the BBC.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. I want a different voice every single time you read a question. All right. Let me start with actually it's your question. Go ahead, Tony.
Yep. So we'll go with Dan.
I don't know. I put Italy.
That's incorrect. And Lobo.
The people of German heritage.
That is correct.
Damn it.
Okay, question 6 in the category of animation. What kind of animal is Tantor in Disney's Tarzan? Which I think is one of the most underrated Disney films.
I wouldn't call it underrated. It's pretty popular.
Yeah, I was about to
you never
say-
hear a whole lot of it in the conversation. People talk about like the big, Mermaid and Aladdin and Lion King, and they forget
I
about
think
it.
it's still pretty, like, compared to like Sword in the Stone or stuff like
4,
that. Pretty
3.
popular.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, I guess. 0. Markers down, Dan. All right, let's start with Caleb
He's an elephant voiced by Wayne Knight.
and Dan.
Elephant.
Correct for
And
both.
we're
of you.
getting the live action remake, guys. I just heard that today.
Oh shit.
It was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, man.
I'm getting ready for Lilo and Stitch one. That'd be interesting.
That movie's already perfect, though.
All CGI.
All right, Tony, you want to give us question 7?
Yep. So in question 7, we are going to the Oscars. So tempted to do a bad Cockney accent here. So tempted. Okay. Nope. Name one of the 2 movies for which Sigourney Weaver has been nominated for Best Actress in a Leading Role. Sigourney Weaver, one of those actresses that I always see and just like I can never remember her face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down.
Okay. And Dan?
I have Working Girl.
Okay. And Caleb?
She was actually nominated for Aliens.
That is correct. Working Girl is not correct. It was Gorillas in the Mist.
She was nominated for Working Girl, but it was for Supporting Actress. Supporting Actress.
I did not know that. There's a reason I'm not in the tournament.
Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. Oh, I just showed my age. Okay. And in your final question for round 1, in spoof movies, who played the title role in 2009's Black Dynamite? I love this movie.
Yeah, I watched it to help Jacoby in a match, and it was hilarious. It was one of those films I've seen a tiny bits of, and it was like, yeah, I'm never going to get around to that, but yeah, it's actually really worth it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down, Dan. Let's start with Caleb.
Better known for playing Spawn, Michael J. White.
And Dan.
Michael Jai White.
Correct for both of you. All right, no perfect rounds. That is the end of round 1. What do you have for a score there, Tony?
So I have Dan at 4 and Caleb at 7.
That is what I have as well.
Jesus.
Still a close one. It's only 3-point
Still very
difference.
close. Yeah.
As we go into round 2. Round 2 is, of course, our wheel round. There are going to be 8 categories in the wheel, plus spinners and opponent's choice. You spin the wheel. If you don't like what you get the first time, you can spin a second time, but you will be stuck with that second spin. So, Caleb, with you in the lead, would you like to go first or second?
Can I see what's on the wheel before I decide?
Certainly can. Let me bring up my screen here. Make sure you don't bring up the question screen. Okay, categories are sports movies, animated movies, Canada A, Robert De Niro, movie release dates, Jim Carrey, movies about siblings, director filmographies, and of course spinners and opponent's choice.
You know what, Dan? I'll let you go first.
All right, so this is okay. So Dan, here is your first spin. Oh, opponent's choice. Ouch. Would you like to spin again? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't.
Well, Caleb might be generous.
I
Caleb
think
could be very generous.
movie release dates.
Movie release dates. Movie release dates. I think there's worse things he could have picked, so Dan might have got off easy here. Okay. Do you want to take these, Tony?
Yeah, absolutely. I can take these. Okay, so for movie release dates, so our first question is, in what year did Russell Brand replace Dudley Moore as a boozed-up man-child Arthur? That's the definition of me in my early 20s.
I think it's late 2000s, but I don't know for sure. So I'm going to go multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice. So it's A, 2010, B, 2011, C, 2012, or D, 2009.
Those are exactly the years I thought it was. I'm going to go 2010.
That is incorrect. Caleb for the seal.
2011.
2011 is correct.
Wow.
For one
Don't
more.
worry, Dan. I was thinking it was 2010, so don't feel too bad about that.
Okay, so our second question. So, which Star Trek movie was released in 1984?
1984. The Voyage Home.
The Voyage Home is incorrect. Caleb for the 2 point seal.
For Spock.
The Search for Spock is correct.
It's a big 2 point still that time.
Okay, our third question. Tony Manero strutted to the Bee Gees in Saturday Night Fever in which year?
1970.
1970 is incorrect.
1977.
1977 is correct.
How the hell did he know that?
He was born in that time.
No, he was. He was born like 20 years later.
30 years, probably.
You're thinking of me.
I always get you too confused. Okay, so our penultimate question, movie 3 states, when did Samuel L. Jackson first play a bad mother? Shut
your mouth.
All right.
All right.
In Shaft.
2006.
2006 is incorrect. Caleb for the steal.
No, I know now. Damn it. I just wrote a review.
2000.
Yep, you got it.
Pardon?
You got it.
What did you say, sorry?
2000.
You got
2000
it.
is correct.
Sorry for interrupting. I knew he had it when he said 2000. I just wrote a movie review on Shaft. I had that in the damn review.
It happens. Okay, and our final question. In what year could you first dig in to a big old serving of Soylent Green?
God, Soylent Green's in the 70s, but multiple choice. At this point, I have to go multiple choice.
Okay, so is it A, 1968, B, 1969, C, 1972, or D, 1973?
Oh, God, it's got to be 72 or 73, I would hope. I'm going to go with 73.
73 is correct.
Oh, it's a miracle.
The opponent's choice did prove to be dangerous for Dan.
Yes, the wheel rears his ugly head again, unfortunately, given opponent's choice. Dan trying to take some chances by not going to multiple choice may have cost him, though, because you got some good steals there for Caleb. All right, so Caleb, I am going to bring the wheel back up for your spin. Okay, here is your first spin. Animated movies.
I'll take it.
Unbelievable.
One of your strengths. This is one of those matches where the wheel just decides who they want to favor. Let's hope that he can overcome it. All right, let me end my screen share.
What's the score, by the way?
The score is currently 14-4. Is that what you have? Or 14-5. I'm sorry. Is that what you have, Tony?
That's what I got.
So okay. I can't basically. If he gets 1-2 pointer, he wins, right? Because I can't.
Well, but you can
still steal some of these.
Yeah.
So
I doubt.
We'll probably have to play through the end of this round just to be sure, but it is getting in dangerous territory for you. Okay, so I am going to read Caleb's animated films. All right, Caleb, your first question, animated films. Who voiced Quasimodo in Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Tom Hulse.
That is correct for 2 points.
I knew that one.
Question 2. In Arthur Christmas, Arthur is desperate to deliver what present that got missed to an English girl named Gwen?
A bicycle.
That is correct for another 2 points.
I'm going to guess Tony wrote that one.
Incorrect.
Actually, he did not. I did.
Oh. Figure it's British, so it's...
You can tell he wrote most of the movie release dates ones from the phrasing of those things. He always likes to have fun with those. Okay. Question 3. Bryan Cranston voices Vitaly, a Siberian tiger, in what DreamWorks animated film?
I really should know this, but multiple choice. I'm blanking.
Is it A, The Croods, B, Kung Fu Panda 3, C, Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, or D, Puss in Boots?
Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted.
That is correct for 1 point. Let's go on to question 4. Longtime producing partner of Kevin Smith, Scott Mosier, made his feature film directing debut as one of the directors of what 2018 animated film?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Smallfoot, B, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, C, Sherlock Gnomes, or D, The Grinch?
I'll say Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
That is incorrect. Dan, would you like to try to steal?
Sure. Let's go with. Can we repeat those options, please?
Certainly can. It's A, Smallfoot, B, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, C, Sherlock Gnome, or D, The Grinch.
I think it's the Grinch.
That is correct for a 1-point steal.
Nice.
And with that, and your winner by knockout,
Yep.
it is Kaleb Little Boat Boatman. Oh, once again, the wheel playing a big part in deciding the winner of these matches. Lady Luck was not on Dan's side today. Tony, what'd you think about it?
I don't know what Dan has done to that wheel. That wheel is out to get him. If his car gets destroyed the next couple of days, he should look for the owners of that wheel, the website makers. Like Jesus, that was a good game going. That first round, they were still close, but that movie release dates, I feel bad. I'm sorry for those questions now.
Yeah, only 3 points difference at the end of the first round, but then that wheel just changed everything. Tony, why don't you go to our post-round interviews?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll start with Dan first. So I'm sorry for those questions. How do you feel?
I'm a writer. I write questions, and I'll tell you right now. I mean, you don't know how people are going to react to the written the questions. You don't know what they're going to know and what they're not going to know. I actually studied movie release dates for days leading up to this match, and I made a mistake not going to multiple choice. I wrote a movie review on Shaft with Shaft in 2000, and I said 2006 like a moron. I mean, stuff like that just absolutely, you might as well just have just dug the hole and threw my dead body in there, because that's what was happening to me. I was doing it to myself. I was killing myself. And Kaleb played great in the first round. 7. I didn't even realize he had 7 right in the first round. I mean, 7-4 in the first round. I had no clue he had that many right in the first round. When they said that, I was like, what? So,
yeah, you did come up against the little boat that was doing well. But how do you feel about your future here? Like, are you gonna stick with singles? Are you gonna move into teams? Like, how are you feeling at the moment?
My fate is up to Brian and the people that run Warzone. Whatever they decide, if they want to invite me back, it's up to them. I always like to compete. I've had some bad luck over the last couple matches, and I wish I could have got one of my strength, and who knows, it might have been a little bit different.
Fair enough. Good looking next match. And so we'll move on to Kaleb. So how much have you paid that website to spin well for you?
It gets 10% of my paycheck from Cody Newberry for running Movie Warzone or co-running.
Hey,
You get what?
I mean, nothing.
I speak to my lawyer.
But in all seriousness, he actually only pays me in used movie tickets. But then I sell those to children who don't know any better. So I technically call it the paycheck. Anyway. This was a really fun match. Dan did a good job. The wheel just, some days, you just get a wheel that doesn't like you. And Dan just had one of those days. Movie release dates. The reason I went with that category is because the thing about that category is sometimes you feel like you really know it and you go for that, and then you realize after you say it, no, and then you lose the 2-point steal. That's the one where it's like your multiple choice options, they're not going to help you out as much because it's always going to be one of the two you're thinking. That's why I gave a movie release dates. I thought that was good strategy, and it ultimately paid off. But Dan played a good game. It is what it is.
So yeah, you're moving on to this tournament. Like, how do you feel your chances are? Like, have you got a rough idea where you targeting to finish? Are you all the way to the title?
I don't know. I think it does come partially down to the wheel. It comes partially down to, who wins other matches. Like, I don't know who I'm facing in round 2 yet. There are different things. So we just kind of have to see what goes on there. But I'm going to try hard, and I want to go as far as I can go. If I can make it all the way to the end, I'd love that. But you never know how that's going to turn out.
Fair enough. Well, good luck in your next match.
Yeah, well, Kaleb admitting that he's a tryhard, telling us how he is a heel because he defrauds children, and giving away his strategy of how he baits in his opponent. Maybe not the best promo to give at the end of a
No.
match, but, that's Kaleb for you. He talks before he thinks. Kaleb, your next opponent is going to be the winner of Sandy Robinson versus James White. So that's going to be a good match no matter who comes out of that one. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Dan, you aren't quite done yet. This brings your record down to 1-3. So you're kind of getting into that danger zone. If you lose another one, it may just be retirement time as far as multiplex singles. But, you never know what can happen. Depends on your next opponent. And if you decide to do teams, anything like that, I'm sure we'll see you around. Let's go around and see where we can find everybody on the internet. Let's start with Kaleb.
You can find me hosting Multiplex Movie Warzone when I'm not competing. And yeah, you can also find me all around the stuff on Multiplex. I compete. Sometimes I host when they're desperate for a host, whatever's going on. But also, check out my YouTube channel, my letterbox, which is Kaleb Boatman. I, don't write very long reviews, but sometimes I have funny things to say, and sometimes I have very unfunny things to say. So, yeah, this was a really good match. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
You don't get to say that.
No,
you don't get to say that. You're not hosting. All right, let's go over to Dan. Dan, where can people find you?
You can find me at my name, Dan Scapal, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Or if you want to read my movie reviews with the answers to these questions in them, you can go to cinesportstalk.com. That's cinesportalk.com, where I write about sports and movies.
All right, and Tony.
Yeah, you can catch me on Twitter at Healed Here. And also, if you go on Guideline Entertainment, you can find my new podcast, Rushmore.
All right, and I, of course, am your host, Brian Michaels. You can find me on Facebook under my name. If you use Letterboxd, I'm under Cinemaphile. Of course, I'm all over here, Multiplex, hosting, writing, competing. You'll also find me in teams with my partner, Joseph Olivas, both here and in Full Metal, where so far we are still running in the teams tournament. So we're going to see if we can make a run for the championship there. And that's about it. So on behalf of myself, Brian Michaels, my co-host, Tony, the bubble blower over there, Kaleb Boatman, and Dan Skip Allen, we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.